And once we've got our full force here, we'll go ahead and hit them with a full 22k. And then it doesn't matter just how fancy your pointy sticks are. We just have more of them. Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this stream of Europa Universalis 4. We are going to jump back into our game with Kongo. If we remember from last session, we spent most of our time just consolidating, so Kongo is now looking rather fantastic. We have got all of our vassals integrated. We've got a border with Rwanda up here to go towards the lakes area, and then we also now have a border with Mutapa to push southwards. I'm just going to double check that all of those colonies are actually finished. We're currently colonizing Benguela, but we should be in a pretty good position to start pushing out again. Most of our rebels are at least somewhat under control. I mean, there are still quite a few of them going to be rising up, but we've got 29,000 manpower. We've got as big an army as... Oh, no, we don't. We could actually recruit some more. How are we doing for money? Money, we're also doing very well. Yeah, you know what? I think we probably should recruit some more troops. How about we get another cavalry there, 2 cavalry there, another 3,000 there, which is exactly 35. Yay, maths. Okay, do we want to give Luba self-rule? In exchange for a bunch of autonomy, we can get free stability pip. And you know what? I'm okay with that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to spend the 155 admin to boost our stability to 2, and then I'm going to use this to get it to 3. Get it nice and cheap that way around. And that should help us contain a lot more of these rebels. We currently have a minus 5.5 revolt risk reduction, which is rather good, I think. So I think what I would like to do is declare war on Rwanda. Do I have claims on you? I do not. So I think what we should do is start building a spy network against Rwanda, and we should probably also start building a spy network against Mutapa so we can consider moving southwards if the whim takes us. The thing is, do I want to spend this vast sum of money? Well, I think I can get Soyo and Mumba first. What is my Miltech 2? What's theirs? 5. And 5. Yeah, okay. We are probably going to want to embrace that before we actually go fighting. So let's wait until Benguela has been taken. We've got some Luban separatists that are going to be rising up sometime soon, which we'll need to go and contend with. And once we have feudalism, we will be able to hire a second general, which will be pretty awesome. Royal Fires. It is that same event. I'm still going to take the autonomy change. Okay, so there's the Luban uprising. We're going to go ahead and send our army. Who is this general? This is Sir Grunge. Right, let's go and put Sir Grunge in charge of this force. Fortunately, Luba already fell, but Grunge is able to put paid to that pretty quickly. All right, good. So money continues to roll in. If we go and... I mean, while we're letting feudalism spread, we are A, gaining more money, which is going to give us a bit more of a war chest, and B, we're building up our spy network. Although the Mutapa spy network was just discovered, so I'm going to go ahead and cash that in for a fabrication against Shangwei, just because it's worth more. And now we have a Conquest CB against them. I'm going to be so happy when we get feudalism. Looks like Mutapa's already got it. So Mutapa was actually starting to spread it to us. Mawari doesn't, and none of these guys do. And there it is. So now I think we are going to be very much able and willing to embrace. Has that price gone up? No, it must have gone down. Must have. Well, I'm embracing it regardless. It is time that this spread. And then we may as well start getting some of these technologies done. Unfortunately, we could only afford 3 of them. So we probably could have waited a bit longer. I think that may have been pressing ahead a bit too quickly. However, we do have another reform, so we can get modernization for stability cost modifier, core creation cost, or absolutism and governing capacity. Well, it does feel a little bit early for absolutism. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, for sure. Okay, decided. And we still need contact with the Europeans, which apparently still hasn't happened. Though I'm sure that we've seen the Portuguese sailing past. Oh, we got some more rebels about to rise. We've got some here in the north and some over here in the south. Let's go send our armies ready to deal with those. Oh, you managed to take it just before we arrived. And, yeah, we lost that one because we didn't have a general. We had a general for that one, though. So Kuba's uprising was dealt with. Let's go ahead and shift to consolidate before we arrive, and there we go. Sir Grunge being the key that decimates all enemies that stand before us. That is a lot of noble rebels. Again. Alright. And we can go up to level 4 Diplo. I would say go ahead. And then level 5 Diplo is going to require Renaissance, because of course it is. What do I need to do to get Renaissance? Take a look. So the ways of spreading Renaissance is just by having nearby province or adjacent province. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have hired another general. Let's go ahead and do that now. We need to give this general a name. Who has been active? Sergeant Pepper, I know you had a general recently. Silence of the Deep. You've been pretty active. And do we now have the capability of building some actual buildings? Yes, we can now build marketplaces. However, I think what I want to do is wait for temples, so we need admin level 4. Which we are still a ways away from getting. We could get some more advisors is the other thing. Or maybe upgrade this guy to a level 2. I actually kind of like the idea of making you a level 2. And then let's get some level 1s as well. So trade efficiency for a ducat. Done. And then fort defense for 0.7. Or discipline for 0.7. Let's go for the discipline. Very, very good. Buha still really wants that alliance. And I'm still really not going to give it to them. Then the other thing I could probably do is drop the mercenaries at this point. I don't think I particularly want to continue paying for them. However, I am now going to need to hire... Whoa! Okay, I can get a lot more troops. But I think I want to get a third stack of 10 and 3. Especially the 10. We can add the 3 later. Does Kongo have some modifier that results in more separatists? Seems like I've seen way more separatists in this run than I usually do. Well, we've been pretty aggro in reducing the autonomy. Although I wonder if we have something increasing autonomy, because autonomy does seem to be consistently a problem. No, it should be going down. I think it's just because we were constantly at war, because taking all of this territory, there's a lot of tribes here that we have to grab. Profiteering in Soyo. Well, that depends on what Soyo is. Soyo is a slave trading coastal area. So I think I'm going to take the trade power here. Speaking of which, are we losing money? We probably could do with building a couple of centers of trade. Like, upgrading Ndongo would probably be a good move. However, if we do this, does Ndongo get upgraded? Yes, it does. So, we'll wait until we've actually got Benguela, then we'll pop that and upgrade all of the centers of trade. Meanwhile, the Congolese noble rebels are about to trigger. They are all in the north. So let's go and stand you in Yaka and stand you in Shinji. And there's Benguela. And there's the noble uprising. Alright, so. First of all, core Benguela. Second of all, complete this mission. Traditionally, the shells of clams, the Nzubu, served Kongo as its currency. They are relatively easy to break, and because access to gold is rare in our home region, we need these shells to continue minting our currency. Fortunately, there's a good source for more of these valuable shells. The islands next to the coast of Rwanda are home to the clams. We should expand our territory and integrate the coast to increase our access to Nzumbo. The next up is going to be control of trade, so we need to have 20% or more of the Ivory Coast, and 25% of Great Lakes. So Great Lakes means we just need to conquer Great Lakes. So actually we have a pretty sizable chunk of that. And then we need to take 20% of Ivory Coast. Now that we have 2 level 2 centers of trade here, I think that's going to become increasingly easy. But the other thing I would like to do is build some marketplaces. One there. And one there. Maybe also put a fort on each of those. Yeah, I think that would actually be a pretty good move too. So once those markets are done, we'll go ahead and start fortifying. Marvellous. More royal fires. Well, we'll keep on taking that autonomy reduction. And then let's hit their 18k stack with our 26. They have got 11,000 infantry, 7,000 cavalry with a 3-shock general against our 4-shock. And we're trouncing them. Not even a problem. So let's grab Grunge's army, send them up to Mpangu, while Silence takes this out, and there we go. So that's all the noble rebels dealt with. Now we just need to deal with this uprising, and then we're done. So we may as well move you back over to the Rwanda front, because that is, I think, my next port of call. Okay, so let's continue colonizing up that way, while we have a colonist to do so. Is the Great Lakes region our next conquest target? Yes. Let's go. Drop this down to speed 3 so I can actually see my troops moving around as they move. Buganda's army is all the way down there. Interesting. Yeah, I thought you might try and nibble away. Ooh, Spirit of Corps. More professionalism. Not going to say no to that. Oh, speaking of professionalism, we can now drill because we have feudalism. Gotcha. And then we just need to grab these. Looks like they have another group of reinforcements coming down to assist them, but I don't think that's going to worry me too much. I'm wondering if I want to just go ahead and just build markets on every province that's in the Ivory Coast region. I think that is going to be a yes. Yes, I do. Sorry, I asked the question before. The answer came very obvious. Thought we'd be going after a rival next. No, that's fair. It was just amusing because I saw the question when I was planning that attack. So we should be able to deal with lumber without too many issues. There they go. Although, bear in mind that all of these guys do have Miltech 5 against our 3. So their armies are going to hit quite a lot harder than ours. The advantage we have is sheer numbers, and... no, just sheer numbers. That is our advantage. That is quite a collection of troops there. This would be Highlands. This would actually be a +1. Let's wait until the reinforcements arrive. We're not far off. And it doesn't look like they're interested in moving away. Nope, now they are. Oh no, actually they have another stack coming in. And once we've got our full force here, we'll go ahead and hit them with a full 22k. And then it doesn't matter just how fancy your pointy sticks are, because we just have more of them. And even then, they're putting up a fight. We outnumber them 4-1. And we had them at a -2 as well. Okay, so that's you defeated again. I think I would really like to start sieging some of their capitals down. So let's go ahead and send you there and send you... Actually, let's do the northern ones. This is going to allow them to start sieging down some of my hinterlands, but I want to start getting into the position where I can just piece these guys out. Except I've just realized, I'm going to have to do this as one peace deal with Rwanda. Because I have to take Rwanda to get any of the others, I think. Because they're out of my coring distance. That's going to make things a little bit more tricky. We can get a skill 2 Diplo advisor for half cost. And I would very much like to do that. That was you, Diplo rep person. Done. definitely time for us to start investing into some better advisors. So if we vassalize, conquer. Yeah, they've really not taken the bait of going after these territories. That's very annoying. Grrr. Bump this up to speed 4. Keep things moving. Disagreeing advisor. Well, we're definitely not going to lop off his head. We'll take the prestige hit and get some Diplo points. And we can now go up to Miltech. There we go. Boom. So now we have the extra tactics and the extra morale. And we've taken that, so let's go ahead and siege you. So we can probably, well, very soon, piece these guys out. And they're already offering the peace treaties. Grunge is the one coming in to fight here. We should be able to obliterate you. So they're bringing in reinforcements, although they arrived just too late to really have the impact they were probably hoping for. Let's send you to Burgunda. These guys still don't want to peace out. You want to wait until they're low enthusiasm because you'll get the best deal. Okay, now we're losing money. And that is making me a bit uncomfortable. So we should probably start trying to siege things back again. See if we can do a touch of carpet sieging. Okay. Now these guys are wanting out, so we can sue you for peace. I would like for you to become my vassal. Which right now you are rejecting, though only just. Okay, you're going for my capital, which is a fight we're going to want to stop. That is a big army they're gathering there. I think I might well need to grab my full force here. Manpower is still okay, 13,000. You're coming here to Kushu. These are all jungle and horrible. No, we're just going to go right past you. There goes Burgunda. So now we're going to send you forwards. Because it's only Karangwe, which is this blue color. Or do I just go for Karangwe? And let them try to siege me? As long as they don't take my capital, I think we can just go for Karangwe. Because they'll probably go for Nduga. Yeah, see, they're trying to get their capitals back again. They see the danger here. Then if I can just use this army to run around stomping these individual stacks, that works for me. As long as we take Karangwe before Nduga falls, we can start piecing these guys out. Who was that? Oh no, Grunge died. Well, Wibble. Well, we definitely want to replace you with somebody else. So we need to hire a new general. Who is this going to be? Marshal, you've already had a name. Faceless. I know you were up there talking earlier. 4 shock, 3 movement. Nice. Good commander. Commander Faceless, the most excellent. Oh, we just won it. Okay. That 3k might well have swung that one, but thankfully they did not arrive in time. So a glorious victory for the new General Commander Faceless. You are indeed very shocking. Right, let's go and just take these two down so that we have everything we can possibly sieged. Oh yeah, natives. Kind of forgot that we had them to deal with too. 1, 2. All right, so let's go and see. Peace out. These guys, we want you vassalized. We want your money, and you will accept this. And then we want Busoga. Oh, I can just take your land. Okay, and there we go. So we have now spread up into the lake area. There are 3 1-province miners still. Oh no, one of them's a 2-province, but still in existence here. Buha. I'm wondering, you might actually be vassalizable soon. I'm wondering if I can just get these diplomatically. I can definitely get you diplomatically. So yes, I reckon I can get the rest of the lake area through diplomacy rather than through overt conquest. One reinforcements. Oh, we're a great power. Really? Even though I don't have Renaissance? Unfortunately, the button for Parsec, which is what we use to remote desktop. So I'm currently playing on a PC in Sweden from the UK. The button is right on top of the Great Powers button, so it's really hard to click it. But there we go. We are now the 8th greatest power. We have enough development where we would actually be 5th. If we caught up with the institutions. Okay, cool. Let's have you all merge down there. You still stay separate. And then we just need to let war exhaustion tick down, which it should do when we're at peace. Alright, good fight. Then next up, we are going to make sure that we have all of the marketplaces in this region built. Ndongo already has one. In which case, I would say temples. And my general rule for temples is anywhere that produces more than 0.1. And we have another mission. Controller of Trade. Oh, really? We actually got the 20% of Ivory Coast that we needed. We did. Oh, heck yeah. I'm collecting in 2 places. I should... Yeah, I should start pushing that into Ivory Coast. And then make Ivory Coast my trade collection place. So we're going to say that Ndongo is going to become our new trade port. And you are instead going to transfer trade. And Ivory Coast will collect, and that hopefully will earn me more money. As soon as everything is rejigged. There we go. Right, so we can do this. We gain 3 base production in Pemba. We gain a stock exchange. That's a level 3 trade building. That requires Diplotech 22. We're going to have an even earlier stock exchange than Amsterdam. Historically. And 500 ducats and 2 mercantilism. Cool. The economy of Congo is based on Mbinzu as currency and the inner trading, but only internal trade is not efficient enough, and as such we should expand trade to the inner tribes of Congo and the Great Lake and the Ivory Coast. Was stock a thing in 1503? No, I don't think so. Unite the Congo tribes. The many tribes of Congo had bad blood with each other ever since the stories got told. This shall end now. In the face of external threats and colonists trying to push into our home, we have to unite these quarrelling tribes. And that gives me a permanent claim on Southern Africa subcontinent. Does that mean like the whole of Mutapa? Yep. So what's the Southern Africa subcontinent? That's a lot. We now have a permanent claim on all of this. Well, we're nothing if not ambitious. Then, what else can we achieve here? We still haven't had contact with the Europeans, so we still can't form a proper kingdom. We would need 10 heavy ships for the Congolese navy. And we need to have embraced all of the technologies to modernize Congo. Gains a permanent claim on every province in the northern and southern Africa subcontinents which are held by a European country. Oh yeah, that's an interesting one. So any Europeans, we basically become the anti-colonialists. So Matapa's now Miltech 6 against our 4. We definitely want to have at least 5 against Mutapa so we can get the more advanced unit types. Because Mutapa is probably going to be the biggest nation we've faced so far. Well, there's no probably about it. Mutapa is the biggest nation that we've faced so far. Although I'm fairly sure that we absolutely dwarf them just in sheer numbers. Yeah, they have a 12k standing army. We have a 30-odd thousand. Lose prestige or gain national unrest. I don't really want the unrest because I feel like we are just constantly fighting rebels. It's just kind of our default state of existence. So we're now clearing out pretty much all of the money from Congo into Ivory Coast, which we now control 38% of. So yeah, I think this was a good move. We're still going to be struggling for trade power because of the effects of overextension. Thought. Yeah, trade power abroad, minus 36. Oh, this is not abroad, though. Because this is our home node. So does this count as abroad? What's abroad? I'm guessing abroad is anywhere where we don't have our own stuff. Yeah, there it is. So because we don't have any provinces as Zambezi, that counts as abroad. Anywhere that we own a province is not abroad. Cool, good to know. Benign neglect in Lega. What does Lega do? Lega is the gem producer. And right now produces the most tax. Oh no, it produces a lot of manpower actually. Wow. Drafted. Unfortunately, there is no production bonus of those options. Was just about to ask what you thought you would do for the first idea group. I really actually have no idea. Economic, maybe. Trade, maybe. Maritime, maybe. Quantity, maybe. Offense, maybe. You know what? Offensive would be quite good. Because it has the extra discipline, so it would improve the strength of our armies, it would increase the quality of our generals, and it allows us to siege stuff more. And because there are so many small states around us, we tend to do a lot of sieging. Okay, so we're going to have a whole series of uprisings here. So we are back in the days of unstable Congo. Collapsing Congo. Instead of consolidating Congo. Oh, there goes Luba. 15,000 noble rebels. Triggered at exactly the same time. Wondering if I actually want you to attack that. I don't think I do. We'll wait until the reinforcements are done with their own fight, and then we'll send them in. Hit them with a double whammy. Gabon's having a native uprising, but we can deal with that just fine. Alright, as soon as these rebels are finished, and we're going to send our armies in right now, I'm unfortunately going to have to say thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this so far. If you have, be sure to hit that follow button so you get notifications when Paradox Interactive goes live again, because remember, this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, here on twitch.tv/Paradox Interactive, we have got the grandest virtual party. 21 teams facing off against each other, split into 3 factions: the traders, the monarchists, and the theocracies. It should be a really, really good show. I can't wait to witness it for myself. I'm going to be out in Stockholm. Paradox are flying me out there. It's going to be brilliant. And I'm going to be casting that along with a series of other excellent casters, including Flurry Worry, Beyond B, Adaway, Count Christo, Midgeman, Ben Magnus, and Enigmatic Rose. It should be awesome. So I really do hope that we will see you there for that on Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.